Transformers, more than meets the eye. Autobots wage their battle to destroy the evil forces of the...
Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for this special figure showcase we're going to be looking at the 2013 Thrilling 30 Deluxe Autobot Skids. I've got quite a bit to cover in this video, and the first thing after the intro I'm going to do is show you how to fix yours, because you may or may not even be aware of this, but these were pretty much all made wrong in the factory. They were all assembled incorrectly. So if you've got one of these and you've ever wondered why the legs don't really articulate, as in why don't they move forward, they'll go all the way back. Same for both sides. Basically, again, they were made wrong, so the hips were actually put on the wrong side. I'm going to show you exactly how to fix that in a second, but for the rest of the video, we're going to have a quick look at the comic, which is brilliant. We're going to have a look at a packaged one and the artwork that's on that, and including the instructions, because again, it's stunning. And then, of course, we'll have a look at some other figures that they've used the same mould for, and we'll do some comparisons with his G1 self. So let's have a look at this then. So I found this quite fascinating, to be fair. I think all factory errors are quite fascinating. So yeah, the way to know if your skids is faulty is you can't move the leg any further forward than that. So what you've got to do, nice and carefully, he says, there we go, you've got to literally pull the ball and socket joint off right at the front there. Is it going to come? It's hand in mouth again. Right, there we go. So this is what they did wrong. So what you've got to now do is take this hip part out like so. Now I'm going to remember to put that on that side, so I put it on back on the correct one. And then the same with this, we're going to slot that out of there, slot the correct one in. You'll hear it click into place like so. Same on the other side. And again, that'll click in. And then we're just going to reattach. Again, everything clicks in. I suppose we're so lucky now with these ball and socket joints. And now, woohoo, we've got his articulation back. So if you've ever wondered why yours perhaps hasn't stood properly, or it doesn't really transform properly into vehicle mode, it could be down to that. So while we're looking at him here, he is, as I say, he's nearly 10 years old. He's 2013, so he's 8 years old. So he's got good articulation. The shoulders will go around. They won't go, they could go all the way around, but they're prohibited by all of this back kibble that he's got there. He's got movement at the bicep joint. The wrist is fused, so you can't turn that there. The waist does swivel as well, which is really good. And of course, we've just fixed the legs, so they come forward, they bend at the knee, they kick partially back, not all the way back, and you've got the ankle tilt and rock as well. He has, even with his hips the correct way around, he still sometimes has problems balancing. But what we're going to do now then, we're going to have a quick look at him in his alternate mode, and then we'll see how he compares to his original one in that mode. Okay, we're back, and as you can see, he's in his alternate mode already. Quick apologies for not doing the transformation process on camera. There's a few reasons, to be honest. One is mainly not to spoil it for yourselves, because if you ever get one, I don't want to spoil the first transformation process for you. Second is to keep the length of the video down. And three is because if you really want to see the transformation process, I'm going to be uploading a video very shortly straight after this anyway, so you can still get to watch it if you do so desire. Let's have a look at the alternate mode then. So it's a nice contemporary hatchback. The colour scheme, I think, works really, really well. Of course, the wheels and everything spin round. This stripe I'm going to show you in a second is a brilliant homage to G1. If you flip it upside down, you can see some robot parts, but them hands are completely covered up, as you can see by the sides there. It's quite tricky, to be honest. It's 19 steps, and it requires a lot of everything clicking into place. Talking of which, I'm going to show you the instructions quickly, because I really like them. I like them for a couple of reasons. Number one is the artwork for Skids is brilliant. There's his IDW take on him. You can see that it was 19 steps to transform him, so that's again why it was quite tricky. But what I really like about the Thrilling 30 instructions is if you spin them round, you've got the reverse transformation process on the back as well. So if you're sometimes a little forgetful like me and wonder how things went, and you're just guessing when you're transforming him back, you don't actually need to, because it's got both ways on each side. Right, let's have a look at the accessories. So we've got the homage to G1 gun here, which I'll show you in a bit more detail when he's back in robot mode. We've got two 5mm holes either side of the rear wings, so we can pop that on that side. And then this is obviously meant to replicate his nudge gun, which again is from the comic itself, and we're just going to pop that in the side there. I'm going to quickly segue into looking at the comic. We're not going to do a full review of it. Again, I'll do a separate video for that, but here's that beautiful artwork in full colour, and this is basically the 22nd issue of IDW's More Than Meets the Eye comic series. So brilliant artwork, brilliant take on the characters. They've just got that slightly different look about them, you can see there, which of course IDW were known for doing, and that's probably the main reason for these figures, to be honest. Just a great free thing to come with it. Right, what I'm going to do very quickly, I'm just going to take the gun off this side, purely because here's his original G1 self, and as you can see, that's where the stripe pretty much matches it. This is obviously the standard Hasbro version. If you've got the Takara version, then it's the same colours as G1. It's beautiful. It's exactly the same. It's just got the different paint job on it. Right, I think that's enough discussion in this mode. What we're going to do then, we're going to come back to robot mode for the final time, and we were going to do some more comparisons and wrap it up there. Okay, we're back for the final time in robot mode, and to be honest, there is one tiny part of the transformation process that I do really want to show you, because I think it's super cool in honesty. So this is what he looks like when you transform him into his normal robot mode, which you can see is vastly different from here. I mean, look how powered up this guy is. He's got all these guns in his shoulders, he's got them on the other side of his wrist. We might as well keep looking at this guy, because in the packaging again, I think he just looks brilliant. And then if we spin it round, what we like about the Thrilling 30s is the fact they've got tech specs on the back again, which is brilliant. Just a great little homage to G1. Bit of a blurb about him there. If I say pause now, you can have a quick read of that yourself. But again, here you can see all the cannons, everything everywhere on him. But when you transform him normally into his normal robot mode there, you can see it's vastly different. So I just want to quickly show you these. So if we just move the back of the roof and everything out of the way, then this is how you will spring these out at the back. These are the big weapons. You can see they're just literally attached behind there, and they spring over like that. So now I can reattach, or sorry, pull that back up, and it clicks into place. The forearm ones are really obvious. These just separate, and you can then bring them out like so. But then this is what's cool. The other ones at the top, these are hidden pretty much in the wheel arches. So what you've got to do is we're going to grab hold of this. You can see the separation lines there, and then we're going to pull them forward like so. Brilliant little touches. And again, even I suppose just hidden away, just it's nice. It's good when you find things like this, and it's probably the main reason why I really like this figure. And then I'm just going to rest him there for a few seconds, because this is what I mentioned about earlier. In fact, let's just show you. So here is his homage to G1 gun, and if I get the G1 figure up and I show you pretty much that there you go. That's a brilliant likeness. I'm just going to stick that there as well. And there he's got the dual blaster as well. So that's what these are on the forearms. But what you can actually do with this as well is brilliant. You can combine these like so, and you've now got a giant gun as well. So it's entirely up to you how you want to do it. You can put the big gun there. You can still separate these on his forearms. We've already completely powered up his shoulders, etc. Or you can just go back to how I had it earlier. One gun in each hand. And again, look at that. Completely overpowered. I still think he looks stunning. So let's have just one quick final look at the other use of the mould in the same toy line, and that is of course Crosscut. Again, you can just see the redeco there. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed looking at him. It is one of my, I was going to say favourite versions of Skids. There's not really that many. We are lucky enough to be having a new one soon, and even indeed a new masterpiece one. And I'll be doing a Vinyl Tech video of Skids soon as well. But this is the 2013 Deluxe Class Thrilling 30 Skids. I hope you enjoyed looking at it. I don't hope that any of yours were faulty, but I hope that if they are, I was able to help you, fix it and work out what the problem was. So hopefully that helped out. But otherwise, keep your ideas and suggestions coming in, guys. And of course, please take care. Thanks for watching. Like and comment. And don't forget to subscribe.